All right, so one last thing. I know I'm going to regret this one, but do you have any embarrassing stories about me?
Oh, yes. My favorite all-time favorite story. You've heard this, I'm sure, plenty of times. Okay, so I'm driving down the road.
Yeah, I know this
You
one.
know this one? So I'm driving down the road and looking in the rearview mirror because you're crying a little bit. And you're baby.
How old was I?
Oh, gosh, you were probably
This wasn't like last year. This was like...
Yeah, this was last year. No, you're a baby. You're like probably like a year old or a little under a year. So I hear you crying a little bit, just not bad, just a little bit. And I'm looking in the rearview mirror and I noticed you had your finger going up your nose, like messing with your nose. And I'm like, oh, you don't think anything about it. You're like, whatever. So I just keep on driving. And then you just start really throwing a fit. And I look in the rearview mirror and you've got your finger up your nose and it's like you could tell you want it out, but you didn't have the thought capacity to think, the brain, the waves to think yet. Okay, pull down. So instead you kept going up. And then you just kept on up and like crying and like looking at the finger like and you just kept pushing it up farther and farther and you were like got to the point you were screaming and losing it. So I had to pull off the side of the road, open the car door. You're still shoving this finger up your nose. And I opened up the car door and took your hand and pulled the finger out. And then you're like, like I just saved your life. It was the funniest thing ever. And I'm like, you just pull it out. That's all you do. When you're picking your nose, you don't push it up farther.
I hate when that happens. That still happens sometimes. Sometimes I forget to just pull it out.
Yeah. So that was hilarious. You just keep shoving this finger up your nose as far as it'll possibly go till you're like about to die, and then I had to save your life and pull it out.
Trying to itch my brain.
Yeah, you was close. Yeah.
Was there anything else?
I don't know if you want me to tell anything else. Yeah, I have another one. I can tell it if you want me to tell it.
What is it?
This is in a bathtub story.
Sure.
Okay. So you're little again, probably like, I don't know, maybe 2, maybe younger. And you're sitting in the bathtub. And you're sitting in the bathtub and then all of a sudden you start peeing and you like get scared because you see this water rising higher than the water of the tub, and you like looked at it like, what? And like, what is that? And so then you started scooting back to get away from it, but you're still peeing and you're like, can't get away from it. You stood up and saw it was coming from you and you started screaming. So that was hilarious. So anyway, that was pretty funny because you're trying to run from the pee and it was coming from you.
And I couldn't get away. It seems like I have a problem getting away from myself.
Yeah, that's my 2 favorite ones. Pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
All right, I think we're going to end it there.
Okay, sounds good.